My name is George Klein, and I was a police officer for 25 years in Willingboro, New Jersey. I knew that I wanted to go into law enforcement around my teenage years, and it became a reality when I was 30 years of age. The lows of being an officer were dealing with family tragedy, death, domestics, because that basically had an effect on a whole family, particularly if there were children. Sometimes the mother, along with the children, would be displaced in order to get away from that violent environment. The highs were being able to follow through and have a success in a particular investigative case. And even if it came just to helping somebody get into their car, gain entrance in their house because of a lockout, we were able to provide for them, and they usually were quite receptive and very happy that we were able to accommodate their wish. In the 10 years that I was on, we had probably 300 calls. Those 300 calls were predominantly drug arrests, where we took a no-knock warrant, broke the door down, and made arrests. We also got called, because we were also known as the county SWAT team, we were called out to various townships around Willingboro, and they went from anywhere from a barricaded situation, one involving a murderer who had just shot someone, fled to an apartment, and it had to be the coldest day of the year. We waited him out. Finally, a couple of the officers were able to get in and make an arrest. So we were involved in many, many types of calls. Family life for a police officer can be very disruptive. We work holidays, evenings, and that means making an adjustment with your sleep schedule and yet being able to spend valuable time with your family. When my son decided he wanted a career in law enforcement, as any father would, you're concerned. It's a great career, but we also know what the hazards are. And one mistake could cost your life or could result in a severe disability, ending your career as a law enforcement officer. It's different. I didn't think about that when I was a police officer. I didn't get married until after I was a police officer. And I know my wife, Robin, was concerned, but it never bothered me. It wasn't until Jeffrey said and swore that he would uphold the law of New Jersey that he's on my mind quite frequently, concerned, because you want him to return home to his family after each shift. For anyone who wishes to go into law enforcement, I would ensure that I told them what to expect, although day to day, you never know what you're going to expect, but you're going to deal with tragedy. You're going to have people call you names. It's not personal. Generally, it's toward authority. In some cases, what a police officer means in certain communities. And yet there are rewarding aspects to police work as well. If I was to do all over again, I had a great career. As I look back at the 25 years, I really enjoyed. It was a rewarding career, and yet today when I see what is going on, particularly in New York and other areas, how officers are treated, it's disheartening, and I don't know if I could do 25 years of that. It was a very rewarding career, but it was also nice to have the support of my family and friends who encouraged me, who supported me. Because the lifestyle, let alone the working conditions, is not for everybody. And I thank the Lord for providing security, because there were several times where not only I, but particularly members of our SWAT team were in danger. We were in a situation where we knew things could turn the other direction. Fortunately, they didn't happen, and I thank the Lord for watching over and protecting me those 25 years.